guys, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to be doing a May TBR video for you guys. I'm super excited about the books that I'll be reading in May, so let's jump right into those books. The first one I have here is a buddy read, and that is Stormfront by Jim Butcher. This is the first book in the Dresden Files series. I am currently over 100 pages in. I'm about 150 pages in, and so far I'm really enjoying this book. I really like Harry as a character, and the story and plotline are really awesome, so I can't wait to finish this up. I am reading this with a couple of awesome booktubers, which will be linked down below, as well as all of the buddy reading booktubers that I read with will be linked down below, so if I mention any buddy reads, go check out their channels because I usually read books with the same people. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one, really enjoying it, can't wait to continue on with it. The next buddy read that I have is Thieftaker by, I almost said by Brandon Sanderson, well, Sarah. Thieftaker by D.B. Jackson. This is a paranormal fantasy-esque type thing. It's set in Boston in 1765, and it's a story told in the time period of the American Revolution, has some magic with it, and I am pretty sure it's an alternate history, so I'll be really anxious and excited to see what this book has in store. I'm really excited about it. I hope that the writing style is really great because, yeah, I am super interested in something along the lines of this, you know, time period and fantasy mix together. Also, as a shout out, if you guys have any recommendations for great books set in the American Revolutionary War, please pass them along. I don't care if it's fantasy, historical fiction, nonfiction. I would love to know any great books that you guys have about American Revolution, because it's one of my favorite time periods and I would love to read more books surrounding that time period. But yeah, I'm going to be reading this with Michael from Bitten by a Radioactive Book. I'm super excited about it and I can't wait to read it. Another one I'll be reading with Michael is the first book in the Half Orcs series by David Dalglish. This is his not as acclaimed, I would say, book or series, but my brother really enjoys this series and highly recommends it. He would like me to read it, and Michael also would like to read it, so I'm really excited to get to this. David Dalglish has the Shadow Dance series as well. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, Shadow Dancer. And he is an indie author, so that's really cool also, and I'm really excited to get to it. Yeah, like I said, my brother really enjoys it, so I'm hoping that I also and Michael enjoy it as well. The next buddy read that I have here is Emperor's Blade by Brandon Stavanley. This book is something that I don't really know too much about. I know that there are 3 siblings and their father is the emperor of this world and he dies, and so it becomes their responsibility to keep the throne and all that kind of stuff, and I'm expecting there to be some magic involved, I'm expecting there to be some war involved, and yeah, I've had this baby on my shelf for a little while and I'm really excited to read it. I'm hoping that I enjoy it. I know Sana has read it and liked it well enough, so I'm definitely excited to see what this book has in store with me. Okay. The next buddy read I'm going to be reading is Emperor's Thorn by Michael J. Sullivan. This is the second book out in the Rhaenyra Chronicles series, and this is the series that takes place before the series of the Rhaenyra Revelations or Theft of Swords series, so I am really excited to get to this one. I read the first one, which is called Crown Tower, and that one was really good. I had some issues with it, but overall it was a really great read, and I'm really excited to dive back into this world. It's always a lot of fun reading Michael J. Sullivan's work. He's a great author, and I can't wait to read more of his books. And the last book I will be buddy reading is Hyperion 2. I can't remember the name of it because I have it on audiobook. I don't have it in physical copy, but it's the sequel to Hyperion, and this is a science fiction read following 7 pilgrims and their journey to this planet of Hyperion. And it has to do with this big monster called the Strike and their interactions with it and things like that. So I'm really excited to get onto this one because we were supposed to read it earlier in the year, but we pushed it back because, you know, books get pushed back, and I'm really excited to pick it up and see how the story continues from the ending of the first book, because it was kind of a little bit of a cliffhanger. And another book that I'll be reading this month is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. This book is Lindsay's pick of the month for me, so I'll be listening to this one on audiobook as well. I'm really super excited about it. I haven't read Neil Gaiman in a really long time, over a year, so almost 2 years. So I'm really excited to read some Neil Gaiman and get some more in my life, because I need some Neil Gaiman sometimes, and this is a great month to have some Neil Gaiman. The next book that I'm going to be reading is Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. This is on my list for my Playing Catch-Up series, so this one you will see a full review on and a full hype comparison, which I'm really excited to get into because this does have a ton of hype surrounding it, and I've heard good things, I've heard great things, and I've heard not so good things, so I'm really excited to see where I stand on that line and my thoughts and feelings on it, but it sounds pretty interesting. I know there's magic involved, there's obviously a kingdom involved, there's 4 or 5 different characters involved, so yeah, it sounds really good. Like I said, I've heard some really great things, and I'm really excited to read it and see what I think about it. Also, this cover, I know everyone talks about the cover, but just like from a photography standpoint, this is what my dreams and aspirations are, to make a cover that looks like this. This is gorgeous. I mean, I don't have any dreams to like make covers of books, but I mean like photography wise, conceptually photography, sign me up. The next book that I have here is Cordelias Honor by Lewis McMaster Boyd. I'm gonna call him Boiled. This is a 2-book bind-up, and it is a highly acclaimed science fiction series. This is the Vagrsund series. Oh, the Vorkasan saga, and this is just 2 books in that saga, and it follows one main character. So we get 2 stories from one main character's POV, and the way that I understand it is the other books in the series, or the saga, have different characters as the main character POV, and also it's at a different time period. So I'm really excited to read this one. Like I said, it sounds really great. It's been really highly rated, and yeah, I'm excited that I finally got a copy of it because when I did my science fiction wrap up a couple weeks ago, a lot of people were telling me to read this, so I'm excited to jump into it. Hopefully it'll happen this month. That's one that's kind of like, maybe. The next one I have is Dragonfly by Anne McCaffrey. I'm on a huge fantasy kick right now, like super huge. I want to read all the fantasy, so this one has been on my shelf. It's pretty short. It's old. It's an older fantasy novel, and it's on NPR's Top 100 Science Fiction and Fantasy Books. So yeah, I own it, and I'm into fantasy, so I'm gonna give it a read, and hopefully I love it. The next book that I have here is Inda by Sherwood Smith. This book is comes really highly rated from Sam over at Novels and Nonsense. She right now is running a book club called the Inda Club, and I think it's called Inda Club, and they read this book in April for the first, launch of the club, but I did not get to it, so I definitely want to read it in May. Like I said, fantasy is my jam right now, so yeah, I definitely want to get to this book and see what my thoughts are on it, and I will be continuing on with the second one as well. It probably just won't happen in May, so I'm just going to be a little bit behind on the books, but that's okay, and I'm really excited to read it. And the next one that I have on my list is Retribution Falls by Chris Wooding. This is the first book in the Ketty J series, and I'm really excited to read this. I actually got about 50 pages into this book, and I wasn't super in love with it, and I don't know if that was just the time I was reading it, or my mood, or it gives me a lot of flashbacks to Firefly, and I haven't finished the Firefly series yet, or the Firefly TV show yet, so I'm not super into it whenever I was reading it, but Caitlin over at Kitty G loves this series, and I really want to read more, and see if I really do. Maybe it's just not my thing, or if I just wasn't in the right mood for it, so I'm going to be giving this another retry this month, and we can see what my thoughts are on it. And the last book that I have planned to read for May is Heartless by Gail Carriger. This is the 4th book in the Parasol Protectorate series, and I'm really excited to read the series, finish it up, and yeah, I only have 2 more books left, so I can definitely knock these out this month. I'm only planning on reading Heartless, but you never know, if there's a cliffhanger or anything like that, I could potentially read Timeless as well, so those 2 are an option for May. I also have this paranormal romance series that I started. I'm on book 2 of that out of 5. I'm really liking those books, so I'll probably continue continue on with those in May as well. It's called the 7 Years series, and it is by Danica Dark, and she is a self-published author, so I'm really enjoying them. They are a little bit on the fence, like I'm not super in love with them, but they're super addictive, so I'm going to be finishing up that series probably in May because they read really fast. I read like one a day, so we'll see what happens, but those are also on the list. That is all that I have for you guys. Let me know down below what books you'll be reading in May. I'm really curious to see, and again, let me know if you guys have any great recommendations for revolutionary period fiction, non-fiction books in general, because I would be super curious to know what you guys think and if you have any great recommendations. But that's really all I have. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Read more books.